Why, greetings. Morning, everyone. Got crusties in their eyes still. Ugh. Mornings, right? See at 10. uh, uh, Morning, Maple. How are you doing? Hopefully everyone's doing good today. Let's break some shit or whatever, you know. Had a really fun time with this game yesterday. We were a little upset we had to stop. So, you know, we'll see if we only go for 3 hours today. Your hand? From you got carpal tunnel from sleeping? We didn't think that was a thing. Like we believe you, don't get us wrong. We're just well, surprised. Okay. A map. Wait, sleeping doc. Oh. Eh, whatever. Yeah, we bet.
I'll just keep the Cordelechi in the channel, if that's okay. It's too shallow near the pier. Aye, ma'am. And it's a jetty, by the way. Of course. Jetty. I prefer a good jetty to a pier any day. Jetty?
What's the difference between a jetty and a pier?
Something about the way she says it makes you want to sing.
Jetty, jetty.
Oh, jetty, oh, jetty.
Was being confirmed. You know what? Fuck it, we're gonna look it up. Jetty versus pier. A jetty is a long, narrow structure that extends from a shore into water. It's typically made of wood, concrete. A pier, on the other hand, is a raised platform that is supported by pillars or columns extended over water. Whatever.
It's good to see you here, detectives. I only just arrived myself.
What brings you here, madame?
Nothing, really. I've had my eye on this jetty for weeks now, so I decided to investigate it personally. This cluster of buildings isn't on any of the official maps, as far as I can tell.
That. And she's also keeping an eye on you.
You've been spying on us.
Spying has such a negative connotation.
So
I
yes.
did track your progress along the coast, however, and decided I would be better able to assist you from here.
Well.
Then there's the matter of that little scamp in old lady clothes. She threatened to paint the Cordelechi red. Like blood, you see. Well, I like it the way it is. White.
Anyways, yeah, good luck with that, Maple. That sounds rough.
What is this? Destruction of property? Hooliganism? Elder abuse? And who is this scamp, anyway?
No, we also don't care.
No matter. Lillian and I are getting on much better. For one, she appreciates the concept of rent.
How do you like it here?
How do I like it?
Glances, gaze. It's village slosh melting on the cinder blocks, construction work left half finished. Oh.
Water drips down eaves of Eternite. The jetty below her feet creaks to the tune.
It's pornographically poor. The street has no name, all the men are dead or missing. And is that the carcass of a motor carriage over there? I'm surprised that woman hasn't put me to the sword yet. Maybe she will. You should ask your questions while you can.
Oh.
Dark eyes survey the coast leading up to Martinez. Dull grey metal rests in her scabbard. A sword. The wind is too loud for her to hear.
Fortunately for you, Madame, the RCM is on the scene.
All right. Politics time. Let's react. Real men, real politics, real thoughts in your head.
You're right to be scared. This is all your fault.
Maybe. Have I told you how they discovered this place?
We get a point for. This island?
No, they're in Sealindian, Isla.
No.
Well, your condition has left you no worse off than most of these people. The literacy rate is around 45% west of the river. 50 years of occupation have left these people in an oblivion of poverty.
45% is around where I operate. That's so me.
I knew you would sympathize. Most Revacholians will never know what this place means. Our home. This island of matter. Or why they were ferried over in the first place. Remind me to tell you one day. For now, how can I assist you in this new location?
Tell me something else then.
Of course. I hear you have singled out a suspect and are in pursuit. This is cause for cautious optimism. How can I help you at this juncture?
Oh, I found my badge.
I love you did.
Fast, observantly, like an electronic printer. She is memorizing your badge number.
Uh-oh.
Pleased to meet you, Lieutenant W. Freighter Dubois. I am glad to see a man of high qualification. The situation is precarious. What can I help you with, Lieutenant Freighter?
I'm more questions about reality.
In basic reality?
Dang it.
My favorite part of the day. Go
You know what?
ahead.
Fuck it.
Ask me anything.
Point of conceptualization. Let's go. What was RCM again?
Nothing more nor less than
Yeah.
We are the
He's being sarcastic.
Yeah.
Yes. That means not the RC.
All three are good to know when we are out policing.
There's nothing yet. The post-rev.
Yeah, we already heard this.
Revacholian.
Yes, Lieutenant. Permit me to conclude with.
Yeah.
And if those authorities.
All right,
try
let's
so
try
hard to
again.
Help recalling the basic terms. of
20
reality.
G's.
Well,
A strange coldness comes over you.
glad to have been of assistance.
Well, let's. Oh wait, hold on. There's. Okay. It's 11:11.
You're not sure about the melody, but it might be South Samaran, possibly Sigayan, also known as the Apricot Suzunti.
Welcome to the fishing village. Please lean in closer. I have cataracts. Oh, welcome, police officer. We don't cause any trouble around here. And we don't want any trouble either.
We are not here to cause any trouble, madame.
Jeez. We don't really want to say either of these.
Oh, of course. Last time we saw you around here was 12 years ago.
Jeez.
You also came to take care of trouble then. Wish you did. But still, in Martinez, you're considered an ill omen.
Wait, I've been here before?
No, not you personally.
Oh, okay.
I meant the RCM. Some of the men got into a fight. One of them killed another, locked himself in that woodshed over there.
Is he still there?
He
We're
was
joking.
brooding, needed some help opening the door. You got it open for him and took him to think about what he'd done in a more secluded place, somewhere more quiet.
Hmm.
She says it as if he was on some kind of spiritual retreat.
I am an ill omen.
You're not. No one around here considers us an ill omen. People would have told us.
Cam, you're cramping our style.
Maybe they are afraid.
Why?
Because you're an ill omen. But you're still welcome here. As long as men with guns aren't chasing you. And maybe even then. Because that's the kind of fishing village we've built. I'm sorry there's not a lot of room to park the motor carriage. And not a lot of houses. Or a lot of people. My kids are long gone. Searching for treasure. So are others. Ah, look at me ramble on. What brings you to us?
Have you seen Ruby?
Nay, I haven't seen anyone lately.
Okay, but you know who I'm talking about?
This is my little cinder block town. I know what goes on around here.
She's being evasive. She knows something.
There was a murder in Martinez. She might be a suspect. We would appreciate your help.
Would you now? I know how this world works. And it doesn't work when people tell on each other.
We're here to help.
Aye, that you are, Dark Omen. Help yourselves and your organization. Help the storm clouds gather on the horizon.
No, there's a bloodbath coming if we don't find the murderer.
Enough of this. She better start talking right now.
Okay, we'll be back
I'm
though.
not going anywhere. Perhaps there's something else the village can do for you, huh? Though we don't have much here. Just garbage and a skiff or two.
That's it. Know how to deal with lock things. Never mind, no we don't. That crowbar back out. Pants. Wait. And you know what's up?
The wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder.
Oh, okay, I guess we're going to play. Herb. You know what? Let's talk to this kid.
Hello, mister.
She clutches a small stuffed animal. Occasionally, she twirls it around.
Oh, are you Liliana's daughter?
Yes, I am. Little Lily. You know my mom?
We met earlier.
That's nice. My mom is great. She's never angry or anything.
A burb.
It's a grouse.
You might be able to get on Gart's good side if you replace the broken scooter you almost certainly broke.
Can I have it?
Sure, just go and get it. I don't like it anyway. It looks angry.
Great.
All right, you just need to grab it from the ceiling and go.
What's that toy you're
It's
playing with?
Lammy. He's my friend. Sort of. Like,
Lambie is a stuffed lamb that, admittedly, has seen better days. One of the eye buttons is missing, and the fur is tattered in several parts.
Nice to meet you, Lambie.
Lammy usually doesn't like strangers. But you're also fuzzy, like Lammy.
Cute. You know anyone named Ruby?
Luby. Raluby.
A Luby.
My mom tells me I'm a big girl, but she doesn't know that I can't say Earl. Or like, sometimes I can, but then Uller.
Fucking mood, though.
Kids.
Bye!
Burb. Okay, so now we just need to give a burb to whatever his name is so he'll let us sing. Got it. Children in the streets. Greetings.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone. He can't be more than 5 years old. The other one looks indistinguishable from him. He watches his brother kick the stone with his tongue lolling out of his mouth.
Must be Williams twins.
This one doesn't say anything, kicking the concrete with his worn-out sneaker.
They're playing marbles?
Lily's our mom.
Yeah, no, we struggle hard with L's and R's. Yeah.
The stone kicker laughs suddenly. His head is too large for his shoulders.
Children.
The other one laughs as well. Wow, so intellectually stimulating. The stone kicking isn't even of very high caliber. Anyone can do that.
Any bad people around?
Bad people.
I don't think questioning 4-year-olds without their parents present is gonna crack the case.
Then we're definitely doing it.
Bye. You know what? I'll come back to you.
A drop in temperature, an easy flow of air, an empty street. Before you, a thoroughfare unjammed with lorries. No more drivers smoking on hitch steps. Just silence.
What did the smoke smell like?
Chemically sweetened. Across the road, a forgotten bus stop. Corrosion has opened a hole in its roof. An elm tree watches over the building. Its branches are dripping with rain and snow. The road is smooth and motley. Craters filled with a black asphalt. The asphalt, first laid, is grey already. A row of tenements are under construction in the distance.
Who are these people?
A tub warm with water, white with soap. A man bathes while radio waves transmit the lottery numbers. 4, 18, 21, 4, 1. A modern washing machine.
We're not gonna
Drawer
remember
full of
that.
silverware.
Hopefully we don't have to. Bus stop.
Number 312D. Young girls used to come here, huddled up, hoping for more warmth than their thin coats give them. The bus took them to school. It has not run for 8 years. There were not enough girls to sustain its cost.
What about road?
Craters pocked the surface. Children played in them until heavy trucks full of black pitch rolled in. The landowners have filled the craters with money. It is a vital artery of the flow of trade.
That's
The
fine.
wind moves the aerosol.
Oh. Oop. Broken down car?
The light vanishes inside the concrete slit. The structure goes deep under the earth.
Yell ho into the slit.
There's no echo and no answer.
What's in there?
Maybe it's just a storm drain for the sewer.
Jim, what you think?
No idea. Could be connected to one of the buildings around here.
Might find Ruby down there?
We might find her down somewhere. There's an old storm drain system beneath Martinez that's mostly collapsed. Revachol sewage system has been built and rebuilt 4 or 5 times now. In conclusion, she could be under any building.
I'm there.
I hope not.
Wait, quick travel? Oh! Shit. Well, that's good to know. Oh! Where are we? Ah, okay. Ba-ba. Headphone.
A metal payphone under a yellow plastic. Someone has left an unidentifiable article of clothing on this railing.
Smells bad.
It smells really bad.
Take a closer look.
It's streaked with dried seagull shit and tangled with pieces of seaweed. A dangling arm suggests that there might be a jacket beneath the crust of filth. It seems likely that it was left in the surf until someone laid it out on this fence to dry out. Unfortunately, that just seems to have stiffened it into a shapeless mass.
Please tell me you're not taking that with you.
Might be a clue.
Clue? You think our suspect is a seagull who's been defecating on unsuspecting jackets?
No.
Me neither.
You should still take it.
Don't really want to. How many bottles? Ooh. Postcard. We're curious if the postcards, type. The postcards, like, are they just for selling? Surely they must have some purpose, right?
The smell. It's awful and familiar.
What is it?
Don't you recognize it? That hideous pungency, that faintly cloying sweetness. Only death smells like that.
Oh.
Something cold wakes in the pit of your stomach. Fear.
Oh.
It is death. It must be.
Oh, there's something not
The
right.
lieutenant has already brought a handkerchief to his nose. There's some tear, an empty cigarette package, and a crumpled kebab wrapper in the trash bin. 2 empty bottles of Tallulah vodka and a can of black potent porter.
A tragedy.
He shakes his head with genuine. A man lies on the boardwalk, his limbs bent and neck turned at an unnatural angle.
Oh, did he
Right next to
fall
him
and
is
break
an
his
empty
neck?
bottle of spirits. In his cramped hand, a chewing gum wrapper. Half of his body has slipped between the cracked boardwalk,
Oh.
starting with the right leg. The fall has left him broken, contorted like a sad puppet.
Hold on.
Squats, face, okay.
Lividity is faintly pronounced. Whoever this is has been dead for 2 days. No longer. We need to investigate.
Another dead body. This is your job. Steel yourself. Calm now. Carefully. Just another day. Just another dead body.
Your surroundings.
Some dried blood on the metal bench, right where the corpse's head rests. The floorboards are rotten and slippery wet around the hole. An empty bottle lies nearby. A chewing gum.
Step on the
They
floorboards?
screech under your feet ominously. It's hard to say whether the dead man's weight was the cause of the boardwalk to break. It definitely looks fragile. He could have easily disappeared into the sea through that hole, and you would have never found him.
Bottle?
A .75-liter Tallulah vodka with its cap missing. There's hardly anything left inside.
Tear all around us. I'd prefer if you didn't collect them this time. It's not proper.
Fine, Kim.
Rubowski spearmint chewing gum. Green leaves on the cover. The man's mouth is half agape from the terror of the fall.
Looking.
The blackness of death. Stench. You think you see white chewing gum too?
He ate the whole pack, right? It's to cover the smell of alcohol before going home. The worst thing is, I've seen it before. Almost the same scenario. Even the chewing gum. It's always the same.
Him in the head.
A dried chunk of blood covers the hair at the back of his head. An open wound. It's sticky and cold to your touch. This is what killed him.
I don't see any other major wounds, do you?
No.
Seems like the head wound was fatal. It's exactly the shape of the bench.
The entire boardwalk creaks in the wind.
Study the man.
The man has fallen through a crack in the boardwalk and hit his head against the metal bench. Coagulated blood covers his black hair. One of his feet is still dangling through the hole. A bad fall. It might have been dark outside. This place is a minefield in the dark.
Face.
His expression is dull, like the sea behind
Wonder
him.
if that's for husband.
Drops of water shining on his moustache. His eyes, empty and wide, look frightening in their frozen gaze. Height, 170 to 175 centimeters. Curly hair, stout build. Age, approximately 50 to 60 years. He's wearing mud-caked boots, beige trousers, and an old brown leather jacket with a bright blue lining. There are traces of kebab sauce on his chest. The leather jacket suits him well. It must be custom made. A cool leather jacket with a bolt of blue? Oh no, this sounds terribly familiar.
Search pockets?
You find some sunflower seeds and a rain-soaked
Ooh, a
light
library card.
folded into two. His jacket feels sodden and heavy under.
Good. We should take a look at that library card after this is done.
Who is this man?
Looks like one of the locals. He'd have to know this spot to come here. You don't just walk over here.
We're here.
But that's just a lazy assumption. What do you think?
A dead working-class man with a bottle in his hand? Don't deceive yourself. You know who this is.
Yeah.
The woman you met at the book stand? Why do you think it's her husband?
This is drama.
Because it's the most working-class death you've ever seen.
Leather jacket.
Bright blue lining? Well, he's definitely someone's husband.
We do with him.
From where I stand, I can see two options. We either take the case and follow the leads to identify the body on our own, or we report back to the station and leave this for our colleagues to handle.
About field autopsy.
Field autopsy isn't necessary if the cause of death doesn't appear to be criminal, and this looks like a simple accident to me.
Okay.
I'd say we should just write down head trauma and leave it at that. Let's keep this detour as short as possible. The sooner we get back to finding Ruby.
You're right.
Good call. The guys at processing can
Finish this.
We should first examine the library card you found. Then
Alright. Well, let's get off this death trap of a pier.
The library card is folded into two and still slightly wet to the touch. The front side reads, Central Jamrock Public Library Card, issued to Billy Mejean, expires July 53. Billy is a unisex name. Could be the deceased or his family member.
Go back.
If lost, please return the card to the library.
Cool.
Dial 005 02 55 211 or visit us at Moreau Street, 78, Jamrock. Business hours, 900 to 1800.
good. We should give them a call from my kinema. See if we can learn anything about Billy Mejean.
Whoever owns this card is an avid reader. You find a list of books written in blue pencil. Radio thriller. Stand a little less between me and the sun. The last
Yeah,
one,
okay.
most of these titles seem to be in the sci-fi genre.
Oh, here. Do we have any of these going? Ah. Ba 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 ba. Oh wait, that wasn't the right button, was it? There. There. Be gone. Cool. Yeah, let's poke our head in. If we...
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while. You see a handle.
What is this?
It's military. A service depot of some sort.
Service what?
Probably something that is no longer there.
Structure been used to take a shot?
From here to the whirling, I can't see how. The church is in the way.
Oh, radio tower. Oh, what's this over here? Ah, a scarf. Oh, this was a little disappointing. Go down here? Thing down here? No. Okay, we can't find a church. Or at least not more. Okay, let's go peek our head in. Maybe.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front of you. The rectangular sea-worn ornamentation appears in stark contrast to the padlock, carelessly drilled into the wood. This cheap-looking padlock is sturdily built. It shackles together a hasp and a staple screwed into the wooden door. The lock is adorned with a yellow sticker.
Have a sticker.
You see a yellow circle with two X's and a big curve below them that looks like a mouth. You're pretty sure you haven't seen it before, but what the symbol depicts is clear enough. A smiling dead guy. There is something blindingly modern about this symbol. Its modernness puts to shame everything you've seen before.
So modern
It's
about
the
it.
contrast between the cheery, chemical yellow and the rigor mortis. As if the cheery guy didn't know he was dead, or the dead guy didn't care that he was. Either way, you get the sense the forces of future are at work here.
Damn.
He takes off his glasses and uses a blue handkerchief to thoroughly wipe them clean before inspecting the sticker. Then he looks up, pauses, and replies.
No.
Does it look like?
Looks like a dead man smiling. Suggests junior delinquency.
What is that?
For Revachol ZOC, the moral intern defined junior delinquents as minors between the ages of 10 and 16 who have committed an act in violation of the law. These acts aren't called crimes as they would be for adults. Crimes committed by minors are called delinquent acts. This was part of your officer's exam. I haven't seen that sticker before, and I'm not a youth.
Padlock.
This cheap-looking padlock is sturdily built. It shackles together a hasp and a
Gotta
staple
peel off a
screwed
sticker.
into the wooden door. There's nothing like the sound of a sticker unpeeling. Now it's stuck to your thumb.
Take it off your thumb, throw it in the wind.
Au revoir, sticker.
Rattle the door.
Nothing happens. Only the sound.
I don't think that's going to work. Do you think our suspect is hiding inside?
Might be, it's worth checking out.
Lieutenant nods silently.
Back
The
carpentry.
carving on the door is block-like and angular, like the church itself. Two large beams shoot downwards, sinking into the wood before they reach the threshold.
Is Leah still asleep in that? Run your hand over.
The surface is smooth from the wind, but moist to the touch.
Check out the steeple.
The padlock passes through a staple that's been hastily attached to the wood. Closer inspection reveals that one of the screws is not a screw at all, but a nail. The work has been done recently and is unprofessional, to say the least. Should you want to get through, it might be easier to just pry the whole thing off.
This is where Mr. Prybar comes in.
Maybe we should circle the building first and look for another way. The building has seen enough mistreatment.
There is a touch of guilt in his voice.
Where do you think we
Can
should
you
start?
hear pulsing bass underneath the wind? A sure sign of junior delinquency, somewhere east of here.
There's something on the sea ice there.
We're here? Oh, yeah, up on the desk. Okay. Don't eat our plant. Okay, we think we're gonna have to take a break. Feed the Pinot. So we'll be back in a minute. We will have to go AFK again in like 15 or so minutes to give her a shot of insulin. Pinot's so lucky she doesn't even have to process her own sugar. Oh, we can go this way.
You see that seagull up there? Remind you of anybody?
Him?
What? Kim? No, it's you. You and the seagull are just alike.
Why am I like a seagull?
Think about the seagull's story. It's one of endurance and adaptation. The seaside was paradise once. They were birds of that paradise. Then their paradise became Shit City.
Shit
And what did
City.
they do? They became urban survivors, eating burgers out of trash cans, killing and eating pigeons. No time for that sentimental bullshit. They're hustlers, getting shit done. They're one pair of track pants away from gangsters, just like you.
Hold on. Have I eaten a burger?
You have. The body remembers.
Yes, I am. Wait, fucking right.
Own it. Steal hot dogs. Shit in the sand. Whatever it takes to keep going.
Right.
The tent is just tarpaulin fabric covering a pile of stuff. The flap is open. Inside, 3 young men, all in forward-looking apparel, reminiscent of the sticker on the padlock, are listening to some new form of music. It's like nothing you've ever heard. One of them looks at you.
Come on, get in and close the flap behind you. The warm stuff's getting out.
It's safe to assume this is their leader, or at least he thinks he is.
Squeeze in.
Sorry, we barely have room for one.
You go ahead. I'm too old for this.
I'm actually not, he thinks. I just dislike delinquents.
I'm sure you will feel right at home. I'll keep watch.
A young man with peroxide blonde hair holds up a Harman Welshi tape player, nodding along to the music. He looks at you with a knowing smile and says,
Hardcore! Hardcore!
What is it? I mean, really?
Yeah!
This young man adds a capital G before the H in his yegs and args. This produces a guttural
Yag.
accent and makes him sound more animal, more in it. Or maybe it's not Gotvolian. Maybe it's Oranese. Probably an homage to Oranje, where Arno van Eyck is from. Judging by his name, could you be listening to an Arno van Eyck creation right now?
You know about him? You know Van Eyck?
Yeah, I'm a major egghead.
Wow!
The skinny wraith looks at you with some disbelief.
So am I! So am I! Oh! Is that why they call you Egghead? Because... Egghead to the mega! The K became the G! The boy became the man! The Advent?
Could there have been a right way out of this garden of forking paths? You think?
We're so confused.
Go speak to Andre. I'm just annoyed.
Okay, Noid.
You see a youngish man bleaching the tips of his hair with a toothbrush. He puts the toothbrush down and extends his hand in greeting.
Hello, I'm Andre. It's a pleasure to meet you.
There is definitely something futuristic about his hair, aggressively so. You get the sense that this is what the future will look like. Imbecilic, yes, should the future ever come. It will look deeply imbecilic, like this guy.
Yeah, imagine having dyed hair.
His grip is strong, sweaty, and warm. He's trying to project and inspire confidence.
This is my posse, Noid.
The young man with earrings looks at you suspiciously.
And Egghead. Egg! Together with a Cell Burger, who's out there right now, doing some seriously progressive sonic experimentation, we like to think of ourselves as music venue organisers.
How many music venues have you organized?
We have many in the pipeline, officer.
That means they haven't set up a single one yet.
The Pinot Meows. Why are you here?
You see, we've been all over Jamrock North, prospecting for real estate to establish a new venue in.
Also for talent.
Yeah, thank you, Egghead. And while there is no shortage of raw, unfettered talent spinning tapes in Jamrock, we've had rotten luck with the real estate part.
Place is a shithole.
I apologise for my friend Noid's potty mouth. I realise this is not how you speak to a police officer. He has authority issues.
No, it's pretty shit.
Which brings me to the problem of occupied ecclesiastical property. I bet you've noticed the derelict hive of narcomania on the coast.
Have a church?
An attempt to pander to your perceived conservative sensibilities. No person his age would ever use a word like narcomania with a straight face. Don't
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the church. And I'm
Hold
not
it.
exaggerating. Even a place of spiritual refuge can become a magnet for all sorts of dopeheads and burnouts if left unattended.
Dopeheads. Burnouts.
Well, I'm sad to say, that's exactly what happened. Sad because we were just about to put Martinez on the map with one of the maddest dance clubs in Jamrock. Nah, strike that, in Reversholt.
Strike that. The word.
And sadder yet, because the dopeheads and burnouts hold up in there are the worst kind.
He leans back a little, watching you with a steady, serious gaze, letting you imagine just how bad those dopeheads and burnouts really are. Good. This calls for an opinion. You're an expert in those.
Yeah.
They're spooky.
What do you mean by spooky?
I was hoping you would be the judge of that, officer. All I can say is, their spookiness is the kind that keeps us from restoring this church into a community centre and a place of spiritual refuge.
Also, they don't eat or clean the building. Shit's gonna collapse.
People just want to spin tapes without them spooking it up. Place has bad signs. No one can dance like that.
Nah.
Thank you, Egghead. So you're gonna look into it, right? It should be a police matter. Getting them out. Whatever spooky stuff they're doing, I'm sure it's not what the ecclesiastic...
Yeah.
All right, man.
Andre's obviously very happy you took him seriously. The whole tent is. The boys exchanged giddy looks.
Yes, I asked Noid to install a measure against more drifters wandering in. It's a temporary fix, just something to contain the situation.
I had to do it in an hurry. Not my best work, but it should hold for a while.
How long?
Not long, like a week maybe?
I won't starve to death?
I'm super sure they're alive. I mean, come on. I'm at least 90%, maybe 85% sure they're still alive.
Somewhere in the ruinous past that led you here, there was something called exams. You may have learned the term involuntary manslaughter there.
You know what involuntary manslaughter means?
Yes, I do. I listen to Channel 8 all the time. I know about crime stuff, and I assure you, officer, this is not what's happening here. I'm at least 80% sure they're alive. I mean, come on. Most people aren't ever that alive in their entire lives.
What does that... Yeah, whatever.
I knew you'd get it.
It feels good to be the smart cop, doesn't it? That's a good cop to be. Has a nice ring to it. Smart cop. You wouldn't want to be stupid cop, now would you? But still, maybe he's just sucking up to you.
Whatever.
He nods,
Need a
attentively.
key.
Of course. Noid, give...
All right.
Yeah, we're a cool cop.
You sense the trajectory of the little piece of metal.
You sense it.
The object makes a small ringing sound as it approaches. Just the tiniest chime to your left.
Watcha!
Ka-ching! The key hits your palm. The speed freaks nod to you approvingly.
Thanks, man.
The speed freak nods to you. A respectful nod. You proved something here.
Right, other
Sure,
questions.
man. Tell us what you want to know. Let's do it.
Yeah. Who owns a church?
Oh yeah, that's a meteor and name for the founding party. Thought it'd be cool to use it.
If you don't know what the founding party is, there might be a way to mask it with minor demagoguery.
Humor me.
Come to think of it, I've never really looked them up, you know. I can't give you a precise definition, but they're a very powerful religious...
Yeah, okay. Yeah, this equipment.
Yes. What?
You brought your own water?
Yeah, good to have, bitch to carry. When I first scouted the place, I did some reconnaissance. I'm not sure the church even is running water.
Distill too.
Oh. It's the one they sell at the fuel station.
It's like he's lying to you, my liege. But he's slippery enough that there's nothing for you to grab hold.
Alright.
He nods enthusiastically, no doubt a little relieved. Well, first of all, you're a smart cop, and a smart cop like you.
Yeah, whatever.
The gist of it is, they want to turn the church into
Figured.
but a suspicious element. Plus, and it has to be considered, you can't invent the future of dance music in this smelly old tent. Imagine it still feels as if this didn't quite go as it should have. But
Yeah, whatever.
As always,
Sweet tent. Shortcut.
Eternite has
Oh.
been planted, barely holding it up. It could fall over.
Push.
The pane falls into the icy snow with a soft thunk.
What you doing out here snacking stones?
A shaggy-looking girl in her late teens or early 20s kneels on the ice with an electronic contraption in her hand. Hearing you approach, she looks up.
Oh. Hello there.
Hello.
She must be Estelle, the last of the speed freaks, Posse. It's cold out here, but she's not wearing a hat. She must be freezing. Everyone knows drugs make you invulnerable to cold. You bet this one likes to party.
Must be Estelle.
That's my name. I take it you have met the others. Did they tell you about the church and the club thing?
They did.
Will you help us?
I'll help.
Great. Let us know if there's any progress, will you?
Where's your hat?
Huh?
Said you should have a hat
So
on.
should you.
We do.
You don't have to do anything.
I should and I do.
Oh. I didn't notice that.
We're done.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front of you. The rectangular sea-worn ornamentation appears in
Oh.
to the padlock, carelessly drilled. The lock turns easily.
Thanks, Maple.
As the shackle pops.
Let's go.
A great whoosh of air rushes into the dark innards of the church, as though rushing to fill it in the heart of the city.
Whoa. Fine. Dark beetles? No. You know what? Fuck that. We don't respect churches. Bath.
The silence in this part of the church, it's almost palpable. All the shifting matter and shuffling of living things is gone. Nothing seems to exist beyond the church anymore. Maybe if you were to stand in just the right spot, even your footsteps would be completely silent.
Wait.
And then it's gone. Almost all of it. But for the faintest of hums. It seems the sound here is detached from its source somehow, if not blotted out outright. Truly unusual. You can hardly hear your own breathing.
Yell.
Your voice is barely audible. Not a howl, but the softest of whimpers. It's unnerving. You produce a few muffled thumps, after which the silence feels even more total.
What's happening?
The lieutenant points to his ears and shakes his head.
Can you hear anything?
Almost nothing.
The church just has strange acoustics, some engineering trick.
His detached tone conceals how uncomfortable he is. Maybe the church was designed this way to prevent boisterous activity, singing and dancing on its premises.
Something wait. Yeah.
He doesn't seem entirely convinced, though.
Bell tower.
The orderly rows of ceiling panels become barely visible, then disappear completely in the darkness of the tower overhead.
Alright. Okay.
Just darkness without end. It makes your head spin.
Blink.
You see something hanging from the rafters, looking straight at you. with dark eyes. Maybe it's possible to... Is that a man? Looks more like part of the carpentry of the building came alive and is now studying you intently.
Hey, who's there?
The man leaned forward a little, fixing you with a steady, unreadable gaze, then speaks.
Habitual alcohol use has made you into a scared little pussy, Holmes. But don't worry, everything's gonna be alright. You come to the right place.
That accent is Villalobos, a peninsula in Mesk and a district in general. There's a sizable contingent of Villalobos-speaking Mesks in Revachol.
Doing here?
I'm here to receive the mother's love. You can too, Holmes. And when you ready, she will take your hand and lift you out of that despair at the bottom of that bottle.
This man is obviously a habitual narcotics user. Do we really?
I'm put off by this religious stuff, he thinks. And maybe the ceiling climbing, too. It's all very hard to square with the lieutenant's own view of it. Hey, and what was that about the bottle again? You haven't even drank that much lately. Lay off it already. Shish.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sure. You don't know anything about alcohol use. You got it all under control, Way. I could smell the control all the way over here.
Okay, fine, whatever.
Not all of it. I was like you once. You don't know all the havoc Albino is wrecking on your mind and your spirit. Necesita parar, homie.
You know, actually, since we're here, you may want to pay attention to what the ceiling climber is saying.
Yeah.
The only thing we need to talk about is how the mother can really help you, Holmes. This is the Church of the Mother of Silence. You are welcome here.
You have no idea what the fuck he's talking about. Is he just trying to throw you off your game? Whatever it is, he's quite confident about it. Just look how gracefully he sways. 'Tis not an act, my liege, save him perchance he hath deceived his very self. This man is a zealot.
The ones in the tent outside, right? I see them. Think they scared of me.
They have a reason to be scared?
Nah, man. They look pretty funny. And I don't harm no one anymore. Anyway.
Though he used to, a long time ago.
I have to say, it's a great idea.
Absolutely, man. Wouldn't bother me none to have them spin music in here. I'm usually way up there, imbibing. Might even be nice to have some company.
He said that in spite of himself. He's more attached to the human than he'd like to think.
Alright. Fucking creepy ass young Weller. Empathy shoes. Hell yeah.
A machine stands in
Oh.
watched over by the figures on the stained glass window. It's turned on and quivering with soft electricity.
Another radio computer. And this time it's already turned on.
These machines sometimes harbor traps, he thinks. Alarm.
We should leave. I doubt this place bears any connection to the case.
In white, silver, and apricot faience, the young mother of humanism stands above you. A crack runs across her body. She is impossibly tall, oval-faced and sad. A dark and radiant majesty.
And her lungs are glowing.
This is her innocence, Dolores Day. Cradled in her arms are a pair of glowing lungs, clearly visible from underneath her flowing dress.
No.
Cold wind seeps in from the crack in the glass. Snowdrifts cover the floorboards at your feet. Above, you feel her multicolored eyes.
No, I'm not your bug.
As that bitter thought passes through your head, the lieutenant draws an X-shaped cross.
Not doing that.
Cool. She left us all in the shits. Don't give her a single thing. Just stand there in the apricot-colored light of the window, secretly grinding your teeth. Serves her right. She only cares about her sovereign's orb and her silk robes and getting to the aerodrome on time.
Yeah.
It's a mystery.
Oh.
A mystery sprinkled
F.
with self-pity and regret. For some reason, unknown to your mind, looking at her delicate eyes, all you know is, this is the young mother of humanity, and that you should go. Do something else. Escape her sad, worry-worn look. A jigsaw of broken shards falls into place in front of you. A ghostly reconstruction of the stained glass window. Before it was shattered, there was an older woman beneath the younger one. And a text, a light motif below them both.
Who's this older woman? Whoa.
The escutcheon on her throne says, Irene the Navigator. She is depicted as an older woman wearing thick-rimmed eyeglasses, holding a golden rights apfel in one hand and a scepter in the other. This is the queen her innocence day advised. Above, she herself is whole. Small figures of wise men, common men, worshippers walk up the stairs to stand at her feet. Below both women, in luminous black letters, Après la vie, mort. Après, and then along the left side, after life, death. After death, life again. After the world, the pale. After the pale, the world again. The mother of humanism towers above you.
Okay. Oh, this was a little disappointing. Oh. Yeah, we looked into spookers. Alright, they said you can set up a dance club.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
Checked it out.
And? What happened?
Yeah, there's some creepy dude up there.
Oh, man, the crab man you mean? Who is he? What did you think?
Yeah, kind of lectured.
Really? Huh. Interesting. What's he doing in the church?
Just
No,
a weirdo.
Is he gonna be a problem?
Yeah, Noid is right. Let's get back to the point. What are we gonna do about him?
These guys will never catch him. You will never catch him. There's nothing to do.
He wouldn't mind.
I don't know, man. Doesn't it feel like a major hindrance to you? A spooky guy climbing around when all the guests are trying to have nice, friendly hyper time?
I don't think he really gives a fuck.
I guess it's not a massive problem, now that I think of it.
Everyone is welcome to dance till the morning light! Yeah!
Yeah.
Maybe, I guess we'll figure something out. Okay, but what about the other spooker? The one in Grandma's clothes? Did you see her?
Didn't see other spookers, just some machines.
But she's in there somewhere. Has to be. Have you tried investigating the machines? Anyway, do let us know if you see her.
Okay.
As always, we'll...
Alright, whatever. We're done with this church. Okay. Up here. Click on the money and lead the way. Ah. Ah. This.
The remaining windows rattle from a strong gust of wind. They're covered in a thick layer of grime. They must have been like this for 40 years. Dripping water falls from a high place. All you can see is the shadow of a collapsing staircase. There's rust and corrosion on the bars.
Lieutenant, can you make out what's inside?
No. I won't even try. You know, I had a partner once. They called him Eyes, because he had to show me things. It's that bad.
This partner of his, Eyes, things didn't end well. It saddens him to say his name. Don't even.
Okay.
And Mikhail noticed the windows, especially with how there are no windows on the south side. This was to deal with. You officers, come to investigate the historic subtext of West Martinez?
No.
I'm Tran Heilostam. You must be Kim Kituragi, right?
What?
I was just telling my son about this building. Not a lot of people realize the historic significance here. Very rich in hypertext.
How do you know Kim?
Nice to meet you.
What above a window?
Oh yes, so Mikhail. They had to deal with monitor glare, especially in the summer. They used to have vector monitors back then. That was 49 years ago. So they didn't have windows on the south wall.
Do you know each other?
No, I can't say that we've met before, but I've heard of Kim, of course. Mikhail, say hi to the officers. Mikhail's a little tired today. We spent all night trying to run Orbis on his radio computer. Have you heard of it? It's a programming language used in Grad. Quite tricky, but he wanted to play this Grad-made adventure program. We've been getting really into Worms lately.
Worms.
The man speaks in the artificial cadence of a professor, or someone who's been on too many radio shows.
But I assume you're not here for giant worms when there are so many real things to see. Just as I was telling Mikhail before, this is where the Coalition landed in '08. We could be standing on what is the most interesting landmark in Revachol West.
This man is your half-brother. You feel it. But why? Well, get a load of this guy. He really enjoys his trivia. The Orbis programming language was named after its inventor, Victor Orbis, a cybernetician from Grad. They run Vox in the Occidental countries.
No, I'm afraid I can't help you with this one, officer. It's just a regular day off for me and Mikhail here.
So you haven't seen anyone around?
No, I'm sorry. As I said, this is just a day off. We just arrived anyway.
There's something friendly and familiar in how he says that. A day off.
Yeah.
No, thanks to you for having me and little Mikhail here to pick your brain. A very interesting conversation in...
Pick your brain? If anything, this was rather one.
Whatever.
and sprite mural.
We said okay, not gay, by the way. Hell yeah, goodies. Ooh, we have rent for tomorrow. Get in here. Hey. Oh, these are probably the cryptos.
Here we go. Nice and easy. No way out, little guys. Not out of this jam.
There's a cylinder on the ground in which the man is arranging some netting. It looks like some kind of trap. He notices you.
Who's there? Oh, the police. Hello, officers.
Is that the police? Why are the police here?
Don't worry, Gary. I'll handle it.
Damn it, Gary.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
That's sarcasm. He takes no pleasure from your...
Just worried about you. Your wife? Your waifu?
Of course.
Dang.
Thank you for passing along the message. That damn water lock is broken, and we can't go all the way around the AL-81.
It's fixed.
Oh, good. We should really be getting back. Gary could use a hot shower and a warm bed.
Damn it, Gary.
Did he say we can go back now?
Yes, Gary.
Crypto fascist? What?
If you see Lena, tell her I won't be long.
Sir, your wife is waiting for you.
I just have to do one more round. See if the phasmid has taken the bait. Then we're going. I'm afraid not, officer. I've been busy digging around in the reeds for days, looking for signs of insect activity. I'm less interested in mammalian concerns, to be perfectly honest.
The lieutenant takes a short note in his notebook, then gestures for you to proceed.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, it's damn difficult to find...
Enjoy your meetings as best you can. Oh, shit. We need to go give Pino an insulin shot. We'll be back. Okay. We're back. see. Damn difficult, whatever. How big?
I'm expecting it to be quite giant. One known species of phasmid, called the Megaphasmodeozoensis, is about the size of a grown man's forearm. So,
Jeez.
Seems puny, to be honest.
What you discovered?
Very little, I'm sorry to say. No one's ever captured a specimen, so all our information is based on first and third-hand accounts.
Never?
Not yet. That's what makes it a cryptid.
Just out of curiosity, if there's no proof of its existence, how do you know it's real?
I know it's real.
It's clear that his obsession with the phasmid is driven by something more than the pure pursuit of scientific advancement.
By which I mean, I've heard enough first-hand accounts to believe quite firmly that the Insulindian phasmid is more than mere superstition.
Yeah.
There's a credible sighting here recently. A pair of teenagers described a creature that matched the Insulindian phasmid to an uncanny degree, despite not knowing what it was themselves. It's the first credible sighting in several decades. Admittedly, it's an unusual location for this species, but with all the sewage runoff upstream, it probably doesn't matter much anymore. I have to resist the thought. Such an extraordinary creature is doubtlessly highly resilient. After all, it's generally thought to be capable of parthenogenesis.
What?
Yes. The females don't need
Oh.
males to reproduce. Makes it easier for a species to survive in adverse conditions.
Pretty cool. Ah,
Nature
fuck.
does not concern herself with ethical propositions. As a scientist, and I'm eager to return to her, I assure my wife understands that. Just
Come on, Morel. We've been soaking out here for
Shut up,
days.
Gary.
It's time to go back.
and leave the traps? Absolutely not. I won't let Lena down.
Come on, she wants us back. I'm soaked up to my nuts over here. We'll both catch reed crabs if we don't dry out soon.
Won't let Lena down? Sounds like the cryptozoologist's wife shares a special connection to the
Didn't
phasmid.
know it was so important to Lena.
Of course it's important to her. She's seen it. A verified sighting, on record. One of only 4 this century, and it's hers.
Really?
Yes, that's how we first came to know one another. in fact.
Oh.
But that's her story to tell, not mine. Suffice to say, it's long been our dream to find proof of the Insulindian phasmid together. I can't abandon course now.
You could come back later.
Oh, no. The traps need to be monitored on a regular schedule. What would we do if the phasmid were to starve while we were sipping tea at the hostel?
He's dead set on this.
Yeah. Hey, Gary.
Hello, I'm Gary. How do you do, officer? Yellow man. I mean, officer.
The lieutenant raises his eyebrows slightly and takes out
Punch him in the
book.
throat.
I'm just waiting for my friend Morel to finish up with his insect traps so we can return to...
Leave. Ba, 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 ba. No. Funny.
scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other. Unable to piece together the big picture just now.
Fine, okay.
The scattering of bullet holes looks like one...
No one would pay now. Dang, there's so much money over here everywhere. Alright. What is this? You know what? We dig it. Wait, we can't teleport anymore? What did this need? Visual calculus?
Scattering of bullet.
Do you have anything we can put on to help? You know what? I think we have 2 points to spend, so...
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the crack. A row of ghostly shades stand facing the wall. There are many of them. A dozen at least. Their heads lowered and eyes blindfolded. It's quiet. No sound. No movement.
Oh, jeez.
10 meters away, other shades are lined up in an orderly manner. Automatic rifles primed. A gust of wind blows by. The coats of the firing squad flap slowly in the breeze. As the sun blazes high up in the sky, baking the planks, the sand, your skin. The order was carried out in the afternoon. A long time has passed since the moment of this fusillading. Rain and brine have since washed all the blood away. Not a trace remains.
What is this? It's a firing squad.
The abundance of bullet holes leads to 2 options. Either an inordinate amount of executions were performed here, or they did not use a conscience round, where only one soldier has the loaded rifle. Looks like this was a mass execution with everyone fully armed. The commandant, the one who gives the order. Machine gun fire crackling through the air. The lights of the muzzle flashes dancing on his face. A host of men, probably in everyday clothes, ragged from the conflict and covered in dust. They were not sitting, a common practice for executions in some nations, as demonstrated by the height level of the bullet holes. They stand, facing the wall. It's impossible to discern any details about their personality or background. Ordinary people, familiar, each and every one of them. Comrades, the forsaken, the wretched, who tried to rise against the horrors of the world.
How are their people?
7 men in combat uniforms and dark coats, holding automatic rifles aimed at the people.
Who was in this
Soldiers,
execution?
I don't know who died here, lined up beside that horrible wall. It could have been any of the parties involved in the revolution.
Fair.
Perhaps the ones executed here were the loyalist conservatives, killed by the communists at the start of the Civil War. Or it could have been the communists, put to death during the last stretch of the conflict by the coalition forces. It could even have been the employees of the failed R&D center down the coast. as their building was taken over by the revolutionaries.
Or maybe...
They've been them.
Yeah, it's very unlikely the coalition forces were the ones who died here. They were always the last ones against the wall. To be honest, if a coalition member was anyone in this situation, it was a commandant, the superior giving the orders.
A cold sea.
It's neat that we have superpowers. Hmm. I guess we'll finally get around to talking to these people.
Good to see you, friend. Do I have deals set up for you, buddy boy?
Hmm.
Does he actually know you? Or is he just shopkeep friendly?
Good to see you too, friend.
So what do you want? I got smokes. They're cheap. Very cheap. I got Pilsner. Great deal. You won't get a better deal on that piss. Spirits I can let go for 300 real. I also have speed. And by speed, I mean amphetamine.
What?
See, friend, it's real valuable. Worth every real, if you catch my drift. Got it from a bit of a business venture. You know, it's funny, actually.
What?
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 Keep him talking.
What do you mean, what? What did you think was funnier?
This guy.
Where'd you get it from?
Oh, this is medicinal spirits. The good stuff. Got it from the doctor's office. I got one of those scientific ampules a few months ago. Torpedo, they call it. It's supposed to keep a man from taking a drink. Didn't stop me for shit, that's for sure. 5 lemons with half a pack of butter and you're good to go.
Sounds dangerous.
It was. In a week, the goddamn kidneys started giving me all kinds of help. Finally, the missus took me to a private doctor's office. Not a charity, the real thing. Those arseholes charged me 4 real to remove the damn thing. But I came out on top after all.
How?
The idiots left me alone in there. Now, I used to teach high school biology. I know what doctors use to preserve dead things. It's like 3 cans of this blue medicinal stuff from the back room. Threw the snakes out and voila! What's left is this beautiful blue stuff. 98.7% almost pure alcohol.
Snakes or intestinal worms?
2 I already sold to these fine gentlemen here. But this last one is yours for 3 real, if you want it.
Don't say it.
No.
So what do you want then?
His tone is aggressive. You're getting on his bad side now.
Amphetamines?
Aye, by amphetamine I mean speed.
Think you didn't hear me when I said I'm a police officer?
Sure did, buddy boy. That's why I said amphetamine. I mean speed. I mean amphetamine. I got both.
Thought by speed you meant amphetamine.
Aye, that's what I said.
Right.
Good, my man. Now what can I offer you?
You know what? Yeah.
Finally came to your senses, buddy boy. Ain't nobody else gonna give you a price like that. Had to let life squeeze you to get that, huh?
Yeah.
Sure, friend. People are just so impatient these days. So that'll be 3 real from your pocket to mine. Just make sure to enjoy that one, friend.
Would not drink him that.
This, then you'll die. That's a fact. And that's why we're going to save you from yourself and store this as a sellable item. Go sell it at the pawn shop for a profit.
Thanks.
Oh. The system's been good to old Rosemary here, and I'm milking her like a bitch goat in the backyard.
A bitch goat?
You see, friend, man makes his own luck, and I made mine real good. Got my hands on 3 bottles of liquor exquise, sold 2 to the fellows around here, and immediately invested the profit. Bought cigarettes, bought beer, even bought a bit of speed. And look at me now, I've got everyone on my hook.
The hook? Where is it? I can't see it.
Like you're on your own hook too.
Of course, of course, of course. It is what it is, you know. What it's always been. People, buddy boy. It's the people.
Bye.
In the civilized world, it's a custom to tip the shopkeep, friend.
No, it
But
isn't.
come back.
Don't you call her? Yeah! Don't call Abigail!
I am the law.
Right. You might have found one person who doesn't know you are the law, given how drunk he is.
Abigail. Oh, Abigail.
Thanks, Kim. Who's Abigail?
Uh-huh. Abigail. Don't you fucking call Abigail.
You're not going to get anything out of this guy. He's too drunk.
Alright.
The legend.
Hey, Tequila! Good to see you. How's business? How's
Sure.
so what's happening?
Oh, bye. Okay, well, that was mostly a waste of time. So, well, but we have 2 signatures. The bell. That wouldn't be you, would it?
The old woman. Still, there's a gap where the name of that song should be. You should ask her about it right now.
What song you humming?
A lullaby my mother used to sing. I sang it to my kids too. It's an old Samaran children's song.
Sounds nice.
Yes, it does.
Further down the coast.
Not much. There's the abandoned church, the DeLorean Church of Humanity. It's been there since before my time. Some things just don't fly, officer. Look around. Who'd go to church here? They built it 300 years ago. Must have been nicer then.
So, they don't hold services there anymore?
No.
Ecclesiastes.
Thank you. Not sure why that, but didn't you subscribe yesterday? Whatever, whatever.
No, we've tried, but things just keep happening. Crime, accidents,
Oh, okay.
other things.
Oh.
The place never stays open. It's a pity. It used to be such a nice church.
She's not telling you all she knows. Keep her talking.
What else?
Well, there's that music. Music from across the sea. Huh. It started a few days ago, and now it's blasting, even through the night.
Yeah, we met those kiddos.
And now, suspicious-looking people are sneaking around the church. I don't like that.
Those would be the dance music enthusiasts in their tent.
What else is down on the coast?
Before you get to the church, there's some ruins, an apartment complex, or some kind of electrical plant. Run-down bunch of houses.
Anything else?
Of note, the old fish market up on the boardwalk, but it's closed.
Alright.
As I said, it's a peninsula. There's no one there, Just ghosts and vagrants and teenagers making out.
Yeah.
Me? No one. Just an old washerwoman. Mother called me Isabel, if that's what you asked.
Ah.
And my married name is Sadie. Now it's your turn, Mr. Quite a handle you got there. So many titles. One of them double.
Yeah.
Eh? What's this about? Come now, I can't read all the scribble.
Everyone wants to turn part of a village into a little youth center.
Huh. I might be half blind, but it looks like part of the village is gonna be a street. The best part. The part we need to get out of our houses. I see Lillian's name is already here. The girl is too trusting. Either way, I won't sign union papers.
Why?
I've seen it all before. You think they've got our interests at heart? Rich men are always selling poor men promises they never plan to keep. Then the poor get pushed out of their homes and the rich get a little richer. That's the way it goes. So no, I don't trust the fat man, and neither should you.
In her mind, the Union is right-wing because Everard is fat. It's that simple, and there's no changing it. It's really in her best interest to listen to you. You know how the world works.
This place needs it.
I've heard that pitch before plenty. Building this, building that, new jobs, new blood. Somehow the people here always end up holding the short end of the stick.
Could ask Everett to pay you some money.
Were you dropped on the head as a kid? You can't live off a pittance for long.
You might have.
Do you know who takes the cream off these deals? Real estate developers, construction companies, restaurant owners, Claire's accountants in La Delta. Have some integrity. You're an officer of the law, not some fat slug's corrupt little crony.
It's okay. She's emotional right now. Keep at it. We're her out.
That's fair.
Inside, you see a set of steering
Oh
wheels.
yeah, we gotta call a precinct and say that we found our our badge.
Precinct 57, how may I assist you?
41st.
Just a moment.
10-4, come in, officer. Over.
Found my badge.
10-4, sir, glad to hear that. I'll write down that there is no need to issue a new one to you then. Over.
Okay.
Roger that. 10-10, over and...
Wait, library.
Officer. I've got Central General Public Library on the line, and I've already introduced you to their librarian. Connecting the call in 2, 1.
Yes, this is Central Jamrock Public Library here. How can I help you, officer?
He sounds worried, yet ready to assist. This is how people get when the police call.
Yeah.
Billy Majon, you said. Give me a moment, I'll have to check our database.
Beep boop 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 boop.
Yes, hello, are you still there? I found Billy Majon's home address, is that alright? No phone number, unfortunately.
They're too poor to have a phone line.
Yeah.
Here we go, sir. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33B, apartment number 20. It's in Martinez, I believe. Capeside Apartments, it says.
Oh.
That's where the smoker on the balcony lives, isn't it?
Do you have any of the information?
It says here that they returned their last book just a few days ago, but I wasn't at work that day.
Do you know someone who was?
Marie? Marie? Do you remember a reader named Billy Majon? They returned a Tybalt book the other day. Yes, it was my colleague Marie. She said that it was Billy's husband who returned the book. He also asked for this new sci-fi release, Lowe's Radio City 87, but we don't have it yet.
Good. You have a name now.
Yeah.
Marie! She said it was an older man, and that she's pretty sure he'd had a drink or two the last time she saw him.
What is he wearing?
1 second. Sorry, Marie wasn't really paying any attention to that.
You know her husband's name?
Sorry, no. Marie only knows him by sight.
Alright, thank you.
Happy we could help. Goodbye.
Anything else you need from me?
Yeah.
One moment. Can you please describe the body?
Yeah, all that.
We suspect he might have been inebriated when he fell. There were bottles all around him, and traces of vomit on his shirt.
Ooh, our money's 2424. That's a fun number.
Any signs of violence?
No.
No field autopsy necessary. What about his belongings? Did you examine his clothes?
Yeah, all that.
Any information on the library card?
Yeah.
Good. You have a lead.
Yeah.
Do you and Lieutenant Kitsuragi want to take the case, or should I assign it to someone else?
We're taking the case.
I have assigned the case to Lieutenant Kitsuragi. Please follow up on this library lead to identify the man. We'll send someone to take the body to the morgue. That's all for now. Thank you for reporting in.
Bye.
57.
In the cabin, you see a set.
Yeah, whatever. Lady's not there anymore. Let's see if we can convince Garrick or whatever his name is to let us, Ooh. Guess we have a lot to do in here.
Hi again, gendarme. Bye-bye, gendarme.
Found your husband.
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
Ran into your husband.
Goodness, how is he? Did he say why he hasn't returned yet?
He's fine, ma'am. As we had suspected, he couldn't get back earlier because the water lock on the canal was broken.
Oh.
Now he's just finishing up somewhere.
Oh, yes. That's my Morel. He's bound to catch a cold staying out there for so long. But I am so relieved to hear that he's okay. Thank you for putting an old woman's heart at ease, if even a little.
You haven't, however. There are dangers out there. Our aging body's foul. Her heart won't rest until Morel is safely back with her.
You never told me you've seen this.
Oh, you don't want to hear about some old woman's rambling.
No, I really do.
Reflexively, the lieutenant read his familiar notebook.
Well, it was summer. I was building a racing track out of sand on the beach near a tall stand of reeds. Quite a tall one. Many
She's a
times
sweetheart.
I remember. When, all of a sudden...
How old were you?
I'm getting ahead of myself. I was 5.5.
That is not a credible source of information.
My grandmother had a summer home there.
She'd just started forming memories. Real memories. Not the billowy haze of infanthood.
Yeah, well, yeah, around 4 is when humans become sentient. Don't add us.
The strangest moment of my life. I looked up and one of the reeds moved. Not like a plant, but like a living thing. It stood up and looked at me. Its body unfolded like some antique toy. I've never seen anything like it.
Sorry, Wabby, but your child, not yet sentient. Just a live sack of meat so far.
She had no fear. Just surprise.
I didn't know this can happen, so I reached my arm and touched the thing. It felt just like a stalk of reed, but it moved, swaying, towering above me. After a while, 20 seconds, a minute maybe, it left, went into the reeds.
Did you follow it?
I tried, but I was only a child. There was mud and high water. I couldn't see it anymore. I was just standing there, knee-deep in mud, looking around me. I ran back home to my grandmother and asked her if reeds could walk, and told her they were looking at me. Of course, she just laughed at me, but I knew what I'd seen.
I seen it.
For years, it was a story I told at parties when I wanted to impress boys. That sort of thing. Of course, most people just took it as a strange, amusing anecdote. So did I, honestly. But then I met Morel.
Yeah, nothing gets our pants undone like a cryptid sighting. Ooh, you saw Bigfoot? Oh.
We were on our first date when I told him my story. You should have seen his face. He said my descriptions matched the phasmid down to a T. Its white marble limbs, the way it moved.
So, fun fact, they're not here right now, but one of our other subscribers, their username is Best Friend Mothman.
So that's how they met. This is beyond significant for them.
How big was it?
It's hard to say how big things are when you're quite small yourself. To me, it seemed to be taller than I was then, but that's probably not the case.
You want to see something pretty cool? We have a Moth Woman poster. Silly. We weren't paying attention.
What if it is the case?
Hard to say how big the thing was. It seemed taller, but it's probably not the case. Limbs are white?
Not all of them, as far as I remember. Some of them, on the inside, like stalks of marble, if that makes sense.
What do you think, Kim?
I thought it was a wonderful story, ma'am.
But I don't believe it. A child left unattended on a warm day. Children make up stories and then end up believing them.
You were on a date?
Our first, yes.
We're not going to say that to her. Not going to tell her, like, you imagined it, you old woman. Thanks for sharing.
You're welcome, sweetie. I do appreciate the chance to relive it whenever I get one. It was just...
And she could get up and walk right into the reeds on her own, into the mud, anywhere.
So your husband's some kind of monkey pen? Don't know. So is this a husband, scientist?
Yes. A zoologist. A cryptozoologist, to be more precise.
Oh no, he's looking for bitcoins in the sea.
It's a pseudoscience that attempts to legitimize research into mythological beasts and urban legends.
That's one opinion, yes. And people are
Damn it,
entitled
Kim.
to their opinions.
My apologies, ma'am. I did not mean to undermine your hobby.
Career?
It's not a hobby, dear. It's a subfield of zoology, one specializing in animal species that are so exceedingly rare that many assume them to be extinct or even fictitious. Searching for such species called cryptids is difficult and often thankless, and frankly, many scientists are too lazy to do it. Universities these days are rarely interested in supporting real research.
She's completely internalized her husband's struggles. They are her own.
Maybe you could convince her to tell you about some cool cryptids.
You're an enthusiastic idiot, but
Damn
you're
it.
still an idiot.
Want to know everything about cryptids, living cryptids, extinct cryptids, married cryptids, land cryptids. Bring it on.
We don't have time for cryptozoology 101.
Fine, bye. Oh, solve for 6. Okay. Garrett, let us sing. We got you a burb.
Can I help you?
Garrett, I need to sing karaoke. Wait, here. For bird first.
What is this thing?
No biggie. I just thought it would look nice on a wall. I'm that kind of cop.
What, the interior decorating kind? You know, I'm sorry. This is actually a nice bird. A competent piece of taxidermy. I can fix it to the plaque and have a new bird in the establishment, I guess? So, I don't know. Thank you. I'm gonna go with thank you.
You're welcome.
People just don't know how to accept gifts, especially taxidermy. He likes it. He likes the bird. It solves his broken bird problem.
Thanks, empathy.
This was mostly about the fucking cardio. Massive cardio here. You'll live till 90, or you get a heart attack from running.
I feel good about our work here today. It's all about the little things, like bringing people random stuffed animals.
Jeez.
It's not actually about that.
Sounds
but he liked it.
really expensive. Garrett, I need to sing now.
No, you don't. It's not happening.
It's part of a quest of self-discovery. Please help.
The Whirling's not a charity or a musical therapy clinic. It's a commercial establishment. You're going to scare away the customers.
Yeah, but... Oh, wait, no, But you even have a PA system if no one's ever going to use it.
It's for no one. It's a prop. I'm not letting anyone use it after the great karaoke catastrophe of 44.
When's the last time you had a band play here?
Not for bands, it's for clients. Some clients, okay? Not you.
I'm a real client, paid my bills, and I have a right to use a karaoke machine.
Ha! Well, we don't have any tapes. They all got stolen.
It's alright, I have my own song.
The man in the vest and the violet shirt stares at the tape you've just given him. He begins to frown. Hard. This is the look of a man who's defeated. He knows he's out of excuses.
Fine, fine. Climb on that stage and do your thing. Just get out of my hair. I'll plug it in for you.
Thanks, Garrett. Alright, you know what? Here, let's make a manual save here. So we can always come back to revisit this whenever we want.
The stage is all set up for you.
Feels right. You belong here.
Feels silent. You can hear the pellets creak under your feet. You feel a little dizzy, a little unsteady suddenly.
So, are you ready for your thing now? Let me know when I should turn on the karaoke carousel.
Oh wait, hold on. Let's pump up our drama stats. Alright, that should be good. Alright, do we have anything giving minus drama? Yeah. It's, great.
The stage is all set up for your performance. You feel a little.
So, are you ready for
92%.
Let me know
Nice.
when I should turn on the karaoke carousel.
Look around the room first.
There are some people out there, but mostly a post-meridian slumber has fallen on the premise. Not super lively. It would be wiser to perform in the evening.
Okay.
You could always do it in the evening. It will be less.
Look, Cam.
I can see that.
Alright. We'll be back, sir. Okay, you know, we've tried this many times, but we're trying it again. We so desperately want to break down this door up here. We need to break it down.
The same small.
Physical instrument. Okay. So, leave. Doing it. We're doing it. Want it. It. Okay.
The same small, heavy.
Physical instrument. Let's see. Come on. Got this. Do this.
The same small.
We got it.
Door. No lock in sight.
Damn it.
You give it another, more ferocious kick.
We rolled a 1 and a 4.
I don't see how this is.
It could.
No, shut up, Kim. We're reloading that state. Fuck it. Oh, don't save scum. You'll ruin the experience for yourself. Shut up.
Small, heavy door. No lock in sight.
Oh, oops. We forgot to put the point in.
You give.
Demolished.
I don't see how this is going to through the kitchen.
Listen, this is a video game, and if we're not having fun, then who cares? This is for our enjoyment. Let's see. Physical instrument, yeah. Let's do it.
Small, heavy door. No lock
Yeah!
in sight.
Whoa!
This time, something cracks inside. It is an unbelievably satisfying sound.
Slammed against his door so many times.
Nice.
Filling you with a belief in your own body.
Well, sounds like this time the property damage was at least resolutive. Would it hurt to look in?
Let's see. Footprints. Oh.
You clearly see footprints in the downy carpet of dust covering the workshop floor.
Jackpot. These, unlike everything else here, are new.
Let's have a closer look.
Large prints, most likely made by boots. The size is hard to determine. Sole could be bigger than vamp. The soles have left the pattern uniform, horizontal lines. Shoe size is 41 to 42, maybe 43. It could be a large-footed woman or a small to average-footed man. This is, unfortunately, the worst, most vague shoe size there is. Of course. Damn.
Print doesn't look like the odd old print we found.
The size looks about the same, actually. They're not the same shoe, but they could be the same person.
Definitely isn't the boots.
No. These little horizontal lines are different. They look custom-made to me. Or some kind of foreign print. Hard to say. Still a boot, though.
Boot. Alright, get up.
Everything around you is quiet. The prints crisscross the workshop floor.
Someone's been here within the last 2 weeks or
3
so.
weeks maximum.
Week or two.
From the dust coverage. It could easily have been 1 week, too. You know, officer.
This is good. He likes it. There's a little smile there, in the dark of the workshop.
This isn't bad at all. It was a good idea to see where that door leads. Commendable work bringing us to this place.
Let's move on. You're welcome, Kim. We're putting that on. Hell yeah. Damn, $5?
Over there, in the corner.
Ball machine?
Not just any pinball machine. This is the pinnacle of pinball. Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats. It's lit. You can't wait to get your hands on it.
Kim, are you seeing what I'm seeing?
The pinball machine. Gordy's Goats. A classic.
Played it?
A little.
Feels like a lot. Too much to play it again.
Take a closer look.
Ah, great.
Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats reads the golden lettering on top of the back box. There's a small column of text underneath. The machine is coin operated. Get the game on, Fingerboy. Those flippers are ready.
Read the text.
Above the painting of a mustached man climbing a hill, a column reads, inspired by the legend of Cornelius Gordy, taken on the world's tallest peak, Corpus Muindi. The Mesk legend holds that when the nation is in danger, heroic Gordy shall return and save his people.
Respect the playing field.
The theme of the game is to explore Gordy's climb through the perspective of goats and to ascend to the top of the mountain in a time of trouble.
Sounds like a really involved pinball machine.
The peak of the mountain is at the top of the playfield. All the balls have small goat icons on them and represent the goats as they race up and down the mountain. Areas around the playfield represent Gordy's climb, places he was said to have camped, which the goats can discover. Get them to the summit.
All the goats.
Indeed. Think of them as balls.
Okay, let's go.
It takes a while to get into a rhythm, but pretty soon you're able to keep 3 goat-faced balls in play with relative ease. Go, go, Fingerboy.
I feel sorry for the goats. If they only knew the kind of guy old Cornelius really was.
What kind of guy was he?
The kind of a guy who uses the word savages a lot when recounting his travels. A masked nationalist.
A racist mountaineer?
An avid huntsman too. He was often photographed in his dining hall, surrounded by wall-mounted hunting trophies from every continent.
That's not very disco, baby.
He also hit his wife and kids.
Ah!
Other people's kids too. Sometimes pets. Hateful little man.
Look how involved Kim is in watching.
But you seem to be having fun.
Good at this.
Your game is definitely improving. The jolly goats are flying all over the board, and although a few plummet to their deaths, you're never left with less than 3. Suddenly, a special passage leading to the summit slides open at the top of the board. This is where the balls need to go.
Concentrate and aim for the narrow passage.
Maneuvering a goat ball into a position for a perfect hit isn't easy. More fall to their deaths. But finally, the opportunity presents itself. One of them gets through. The words "pale rupture" light up on the speaker panel, and the machine starts filling with a thick, milky fog. Something's happening.
Congratulations. This is where the game ends. It's a cheap way of getting more money out of the players. A stupid nihilistic finale.
There's so much fog, you can barely see anything. Some is actually leaking out of the machine, and one by one, your goats start slipping, disappearing into the milky nothingness. This can be navigated. The balls leave almost imperceptible disruptions in the fog. Use them to calculate where they hit next.
Good thing we have high points in visual calculus.
You're down to your last goat, going mostly by sound. Eyes are useless at this point, but that goat is something special. 5 times you snatch him back from the jaws of death. You're in a perfectly balanced system where neither you nor the pal is able to get the upper hand. This could go on forever.
You know what? We're going to put a point in reaction speed right here, right now. %. Just watch, Kim.
I am. I've seen it before. Played it too. You will eventually make a mistake and then it's all over.
Stay on the ball.
How if you can't even see it?
Aw.
The last goat plummets into the fog with almost suicidal
Dang.
glee. There goes nothing, finger boy.
Ugh. That's fine. That was an amusing diversion.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted.
Get through.
There must be a key somewhere. Probably somewhere in the whirling. It's not too important. We can get in.
But where?
This small elevator is dimly lit by smells of nougat and sweat. Your head brushes up against the ceiling. There is a control panel to your right, and just enough room for 2 people to fit in. This elevator must have been used to transport pinball machines to and from the upstairs workshop.
So is mostly pinball machines riding this elevator?
Seems so, although it's pretty quaint for a freight elevator.
Have elevator controls.
There are large rectangular buttons, monter, descend, and an international call for emergency assistance. That third one appears to be broken. A small steel plaque reads Halter 800. Halter is a Koningsteiner lift company who went out of business a long, long time ago.
Alright, let's go up.
So this is where they brought 40 pinball machines to fix them up, a long time ago. Everything is covered with dust now. The lieutenant looks around the dusty, crowded room, inspecting the tools on the shelf.
To be a pinball workshop?
Looks like it. I'm guessing Martinez North 22 used to be a pinball arcade before it became a hostel. There are machines left over. Downstairs in the hall, next to the main door. One of them even works. I've seen one of the hearties bang away at it.
Remember the dice maker? Then that means...
Going in Rags was once for East Delta Pinball Arcade. This is the leftover from that.
Ah, yes. As the novelty dice maker said, this has absolutely nothing to do with the case, I'm sure. But I do like a nice little connection.
But then it went bankrupt. Your skin crawls from making the connection.
Does this mean Rolling in Rags really is part of a Doom commercial area?
If that's true, then our cafeteria manager is not going to like it. We should tell him what we found up here.
No, we should definitely include that part.
He does not appear to be the kind of man who likes his establishment to be part of a neighborhood ghost story about bankruptcy.
Stupid superstition. But still, it would be interesting to see what the cafeteria manager thinks of this.
Looks like they gave up on fixing pinball machines at some point.
At some point, 20 years ago, 15 maybe, before pinball went out of vogue.
That was cool.
Officer, What brings you up here in the rain?
Nothing. Just seeing if we could talk to you about things. Hey. Barrett, guess what?
Hey, was there something you needed?
Well, well. Bringing him that new bird sure made a difference in his attitude.
Another thing. Great. I love those.
What if I told you I got into a back room behind the blue steel door?
Oh, okay. Well, I did hear you make noise back there, so good for you.
It takes a lot of willpower not to ask. Obviously, he's been wanting to know what's behind the door.
Aren't you gonna ask me what's back there?
Okay, what is back there?
Pinball machines.
Ha! I knew it. I've always wondered where those machines by the door came from. And they told me there was some kind of pinball thing here too. I knew it. Were there any back there? In working order, I mean.
Why, do you want to play? Because I might be up for a game.
No, I was just wondering if you found pinball machines there.
I feel capitalist plot coming up.
Capitalist plot. The pinball we have in the corner now is broken. I want to diversify the entertainment options. It wouldn't hurt to get a little life in here. Other than the hellish karaoke machine. That one's...
Oh, just wait till tonight.
Yeah, those numbers he's adding up must be making good sense to him right now. Sounds like he cares about the place. He's not going to be overjoyed to hear that it's part of the doomed commercial area. You should still know. You have to be forewarned about these things.
I have to warn you, I may have discovered that the whirling is part of a doomed commercial area.
What? Why would you say that? We're at a completely different address from that whole thing.
So he knows of the doomed commercial area and its address. He's thought about this.
Whirling is listed on the intercom outside as one of the businesses in Building B.
I've been working here for a long time, and that intercom has never been used by the Whirling.
The Whirling was once the East Delta Pinball Arcade, which failed. So perhaps the Whirling will escape the curse.
Does this look like part of a doomed commercial area? This pre-revolutionary tilework? These high ceilings? The nice rooms? Well, most of the rooms.
We only destroyed most of our room.
For 14 years, man. That's how long I've worked here. I've kept this place up through hail and through sleet. Fuck me, if some doom ghost...
He's done a fine job too. Though he's spoken of the place dismissively before, the hostel is actually very important to him.
You really care about the Whirling, huh?
Yeah, it's slowly growing on me again. It's beautiful in its own way, especially for this neighborhood. I've been trying to keep it that way, even if it is part of the damn doomed commercial area.
Ah, so you finally admit it.
Yes, your police skills have delivered. I'm sure you'll get a commendation, maybe even a promotion.
What about the other cafeterias you manage?
What about them? One is a basement dive frequented by chain-smoking communists. I can't tell you how sick I am of Kraz Mazov and Ignis Nielsen and all those old ghosts.
He's hesitating, not sure if he should share this information with you. Encourage him.
The others?
The other is a kebab cart. It's very successful in its way, but it's nothing like the Whirling.
Who owns this place?
Some real estate management company. They never come around here, just collect money from afar. Honestly, I think some money laundering might be involved.
Who named the Whirling in rags?
Sure as hell wasn't the real estate company.
It was you?
You look surprised. What? It's a great name, I know. Cafeteria managers come up with great names too. It's from a song.
A song?
Hail, Holy Queen by the Ateniers. Hail, Holy Queen of the Sea. You're whirling in rags, you're vast, and you're sad.
Good pick.
Well, good luck with this place.
Luck has got nothing to do with it. I need to think about where I'm going to place those pinballs. I have a feeling they're going to help.
Against the doom, it's a slide.
So, if you didn't have anything else to tell me about... Yes?
Oh, that's it. Oh, let's go over here and sell all of our bottles.
The tear machine stands in the... Your bottles clunk.
That was a little disappointing. We were hoping for a bit more money than just $1.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Ask about my missing gun?
Sure thing.
Oh, never mind.
Sure, man.
Oh,
Sure. Let me have a look. Anything else you're thinking of selling?
This fuel canister, I feel like we should hold on to it for a bit. A fascinating photo of a corpse.
Oh, no. I don't like those kinds of objects.
No, do you know what these tattoos mean?
Photic paths, counter-radiance networks, anti-magnetism. It's darkness. That's all I know. Sell me something lighter.
You have absolutely no idea what a photic paths are, but the tattoos on the man are not.
Another time, Pat.
Alright, bye. Cool, we have enough money for tomorrow and then almost enough for the next day. You know, let's go check in with Everett. It's been a while, hasn't it? Here with you?
How can I help you?
You know anything about the Hardy Boys?
Los Ardis? They're an independent militant group. A bit too high-strung, but it comes with the responsibility. They're sort of like you.
Is he actually comparing you, an officer? Come on. He's just trying to keep the peace.
Let it go.
The man whispers a...
Alright, let's see if we can finally get into here.
You're back before the cargo container. It's
Do you have any points? No. We'll be back for you, crate. Where? Can we get a fishing rod? No, it appears not. Oh, over there.
Mr. Dubois, a pleasure as always.
You don't have to sit down this time, since you've already sat on that chair.
Gun?
Yes, my best men are tracking it down. Some kids saw some other kids running away with it. Some folks said a paranoid schizophrenic might have it. Leads are being checked, Harry. What's that, Harry? You're getting a little pale. Is it the words paranoid schizophrenic and lost gun in one sentence? Don't worry.
Okay. Oh. Well, we thought there would have been something going on with like, oh hey. Turns out your Hardy boys didn't murder someone. It was the Hardy girl. Body. Yeah, okay. Karaoke. Check a boardwalk island. Okay, we need to check boardwalk. Does it become evening? Probably like after 5 or 6. 1800. Ba-ba. We're gonna try the wall again. Believe.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
Got it. We got it.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Why must we stop?
Shut up, Kim. We're being an artist. We could get an art degree if we wanted. And whatever. Damn, your husband's dead.
You hear someone. A poor communard.
This is the police.
Did you have a warrant?
No.
Let's go. We don't have.
Later then. Entering this door seems a physical
What?
challenge. It's generally easier to do things if you have.
Okay. So, not there? Wait, hold on. Apartment number 20? Oh, okay.
This door is made of metal and a pin.
Oh, that's 28. This.
A weathered brown door. The lieutenant motions to you to go ahead and knock.
Hold on, Kim. We should discuss this before we move on. What should we expect?
You're right. Let's talk this through. We have our first preliminary identification. In all likelihood, the deceased is the husband of Billy Méjean. We need to confirm this, as well as deliver the death notification to Billy herself. Now, delivering a death notification is never an easy task. There's a reason why it's often called the most stressful part of our job. This is why it's usually done in pairs. You got this. I'll be monitoring reactions, ready to act if necessary.
You have any advice, Kim?
Dad, just don't say that you know how they feel. You don't.
Good advice.
Alright.
The lieutenant motions towards.
Knock.
Hello? Who is it?
Is Billy Maginan's home?
The police. A moment, please give us a moment.
Us?
There's fear in her voice.
Come in, the door is open.
That means looting!
It's you from the book stand.
Oh.
Did you come to bring my cockatoo back? I don't think I introduced myself properly. I'm Billy. Would you like something to drink? Tea? Lemonade? We're out of coffee.
The lieutenant has taken off his foggy glasses and is busy cleaning them in his handkerchief for now. You're on your own here. He must feel vulnerable without his glasses. Is this why he's letting you take the lead?
Thanks, but I'm alright.
Is this about Victor, my husband? Is he in some kind of trouble again? I can come pick him up in the station if that's what. No, this is something much worse. Is he in the hospital? How bad is it?
Bad.
How about some small talk before you break the news? It's like ripping off a bandage. The least painful way is to do it straight.
Damn, look at that. Easy. Rip.
You've done this before. Just keep your focus.
Ma'am, I'm very sorry to say, but your husband, Victor Magenin, was found dead on the Marnies boardwalk.
What did you say?
A great and terrible spike. The blood freezes in her veins.
Your husband, Victor, is dead. I'm sorry for your loss, ma'am.
Oh. Oh. But he was just...
But he was just here. Alive.
We understand this comes as a huge shock. I want you to know that me and my partner are here for you if you have any questions. Take your time, ma'am.
What happened to him?
I always say, but first, it was an accident. He fell through a hole in a boardwalk and hit his head.
Was he drunk?
Alcohol may have played a role.
I see. And you just found him there, lying in the cold. How long had he been there?
If you say 2 days maybe, it will be etched in her mind forever.
Have been long.
She blinks, eyes welling up with tears, as her hand starts searching for something from the pockets of her dress.
That's not a dress.
The handkerchief.
Ooh, here, take this.
Yes, thank you.
Is there anyone we could call for you?
Want it back.
A friend,
Okay.
family member, someone who could be here for you?
No, no. I just need to tell my girls.
It burns like acid. Unreal.
God, should I call them? Should I tell them to come home?
No. A day.
No, take a day to recover. You'll be better prepared for when they come home tomorrow.
Good. That's probably the right thing. Thank you. Just tell me, what do I need to do next? Where is he? Can I see him?
We've taken him to the city morgue. The local coroner will be contacting you shortly to arrange the funeral. Here's his number in case you want to contact him earlier. Is there anything else that the RCM could do for you?
No, I'll call you if something comes up. I'm still... Thank you. Thank you for telling me. I'll call if...
These are her last reserves of strength. Her muscles will give in soon. Already, she starts to shake.
And I'm very sorry, ma'am.
We should step outside and talk.
Serve a library card by or leave the room. Jeez, that was rough.
You did well.
What now?
I'll call the station when we're finished with the day, and let them know the name of the deceased.
That's it?
That's it. We should get back to our case now that our duty...
Alright, close then. Alright, let's see if we can go back in there and see if there's any loot. Ah, dang it, there's not. That wasn't fun. Video games. Oh. Wabi or anyone else, have you seen the Unity news? We haven't looked into it today, so who knows how much they've backtracked already, but yeah. Wild. Check Boardwalk. I don't. You know what? Actually, let's go investigate here real quick and see if there's any other maps we might want to buy. Might be a good idea. The curse! You're cursed!
Okay, but please, only a few questions.
Never mind.
The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of
Map.
the north coast to the east, rolling Hudon.
Yeah.
This large map, Ozon, disintegrating. In the northeast, a dust mite stands on the north coast of Caillou. In a
Two cities.
You can, on Caillou, Rivershore.
Oh, whatever.
850 million.
Whatever.
Ocean connections you have
Bye.
Sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is they're quite valuable, though they might not.
Fine.
Yes.
There isn't another map we can buy. Great. You know, it was really fun breaking down that door, especially with her being like, no, don't do it. And we're like, what about if we do anyway?
Hello again, sir.
Shouldn't you be at school?
I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running.
The school anyways.
School? Well, mine is a big yellow
Ah,
book
whatever.
that says it's necessary to do.
Your mom's a capitalist pig. Okay. Are there people here yet? Is it evening? Is it party time? No. It is not yet party time. Oh. Okay, no. Let's... Oh. Already investigated. Alright. Oh.
Rust peels off the bent iron posts of the swing. The wind whistles through the skeleton of the small house behind you. There's desolation everywhere. Yet someone used to live here, laugh here. Thought it was a good idea to build a swing, even.
What happened here?
His yard?
He's assessing the situation. How long ago was it abandoned?
Someone thought they could have a summer house in a bloc obscur for cheap. It didn't work out. They abandoned it about a decade ago.
So this part of the coast is block obscure?
Practically, it's not an official term in any way, but look around. No sewage, broken power lines, crime, drunks. Life is tough in the blocks. It's no place to build a summer house.
Jeez. You need to go to the bathroom like now. Okay. Maybe they left something useful?
Yes, for you to pick up as part of the Jamrock Shuffle.
It's not meant as nagging, just an observation.
We should move. I don't think our suspect is in this particular...
Let's see. Here. Nothing. Process? No. Nice. So there's a chance a shot could come from a boardwalk. We need to investigate that. Not quite sure how. Doesn't appear we can get in this building. Oh.
There's no way the perk isn't here, officer. Look how scarred the boards are. All attempts to pry them off have failed.
I try to get in though?
Not this time. The opposition is insurmountable, but I like the spirit. Have some points. It's lonely and
The suspect? God, I hope not. I can't see a way in. Though
Nothing more than... Honey? Whoa! That was weird. Wife's really sad that you're not there.
Hello. What can I do for you, officer?
What if we check the traps?
Didn't expect you to take such an interest in our work here, officer.
Chaos is my method. I am Scion.
Well, be that as it may, I'd really appreciate the help.
What to do if there's any traps?
To me at once. Just make sure the trap is closed tight.
Wherever traps.
There are 4 in total. One is to the south, on this little peninsula, by the boathouses there. It's very near. Another we set in Land's End, to the northeast. It's behind a small sand dune there, on your way to the old radio tower. The third is set near the canal, where you crossed, by a concrete slab. A big thicket of reeds going up the slope. You should check at least one of those before returning to this one, since I just said it. This one's more of a technicality, but still.
That seems like a lot. Do we really have time for this extracurricular venture?
Pursuit of knowledge is its own justification.
Is it?
What if I got a Phasmin in the wild?
Highly unlikely, officer. But in the event you do, I'll spray you with a pheromone mixture.
Oh no.
It's made of musk and research chemicals. The pheromone should attract the insect too, or at least prevent it from bolting at the sight of you. It's quite potent. Will last you about a week.
Boy, I'm thick.
I I hope you're not buying this. He dispenses it without letting you touch the canister, so it would be precious like holy water.
It is precious. A single dose cost me 50 real to
Let's
develop.
get to it.
Right, which means you two can pack up.
Whatever he thinks about this detour, it's clear that these men...
Finally, someone's talking sense.
Shut up, Gary.
Thank you for your help. Gary and I will start breaking down camp. If you have any more...
If it's more cryptid-related business you want to discuss, you'll have time for that later too. But what if the information is vital? On the hunt. What about his eager-to-leave friend Gary there? Talk to him too, perhaps.
Going. Fine, we'll talk to Gary. Fucking Gary.
Hello again. Very generous of you to help us out.
Not a lover of the great outdoors?
I like nature, just not this bloody coast. It's mostly drunks and degenerates that come here.
Drunks and degenerates, that's my crew.
Dark times will do that to good men.
Serious question time. This man is no innocent. No one is.
Know about the man hanged behind a willing and rags?
Oh, so that's what the RCM in Martinez is about. Great. Great to hear someone's finally taking care of that.
So you do know something about it?
No. Nothing. He was some kind of mercenary. But everyone here knows that. I'm just glad to hear you're looking into it. That's
We're
all.
surprised to see my colleague.
Not many Sealites here, or anywhere, other than Sale. I meant no offense, truly.
The lieutenant is a native.
Oh, yes. Of course he is. I was just speaking about his connections. Let's change the subject, okay?
Cryptozoologist too?
No. I help Morel with research sometimes, and I've learned some things along the way. But I don't usually go in for picnics like this on my own.
After all this time with Morel, he must have an opinion on cryptids. This could lead to a good one.
I'm into cryptids. Do you have a favorite?
Oh, yes. The burning rhino.
Ooh.
Morel doubts he's real, but I don't much care. Because I won't be the one looking for him out in Safra Serai.
Fair. What is
a
it?
Rhinoceros that looks ordinary during the day, but burns brightly by night. Well, at least the males do.
Why only males?
The flames are not just for decoration. They are an integral part of the beast's mating behavior. During the burning rhino's mating season, herds of male rhinos, all aflame, encircle herds of female rhinos, forming a fiery ring as they begin to copulate loudly.
Copulate.
Local peasants...
Copulation.
They fear the rhinos, as perhaps they should.
Rhinos are fucking terrifying. They'll fuck you up.
The lieutenant sighs without looking up from his notes. It's clear the burning rhino is dear to him on many levels, some even spiritual.
How do they burn?
They have special ducts just above their shoulder blades that secrete a combustible fluid. When the rhino is just beginning to light itself, it looks as though it has wings of fire.
That's pretty cool, actually.
But how is this combustible fluid lit?
How does the lighting of this fluid actually work?
The rhino starts running very fast.
No,
then stops, raises its head, and sparks fly from its neck, setting its back ablaze.
Seems unlikely.
Yeah, well, Revacol used to be a flaming rhino once, a long time ago. That seems unlikely too.
Is that a metaphor?
Super solid argument, Gary.
Whatever. Fuck you, Gary. Why do we hate Gary? No idea, but we do.
There's a trap in the reeds at your feet. Looks
Look around.
behind you. A ruined residential building looms over the reeds.
For the trap.
Locusts are crawling around in the trap, confused but uneaten. You see no carnivore.
Big surprise. Anyway, 1 down, 3 to go.
Damn, I was hoping it would be a first one.
No, you weren't.
Cam. Always cramping our style. Not always, okay. Oh, they're already gone. Jeez. The dead body gone? Can we gather all the things now? Stop messing with the coin viewer. Ah, yeah. Alright, I guess we also need to go. Guess we could go into the church and check out the some other creepy thing. Ooh, what's this? Ooh.
A familiar apparatus lies.
Look around.
The reeds shake sadly in the coastal breeze, weighed down by rain. They seem to be waiting for something. The wind picks up here, near the Cape's end, surrounding the narrow
Check the trap.
This trap is also full of panicked locusts.
Another empty trap.
Are you enjoying your cardio, Lieutenant?
Always up for a good jog. Otherwise, would I still be on this case with you?
You're funny, Kim.
Is there something here that would indicate a sniper used this place as a nest for taking the shot? Just some urban detritus, a bottle, and a dilapidated old comms tower.
I don't see it, Lieutenant W. Freighter. I don't see a person take a shot here and hit something there. In the whirling in rags.
Look over the water.
There, 1.2 kilometers over the wave-crossed bay. Through heavy, dark grey curtains of rain, you see the smallest rectangle, barely visible. A glowing light on the third floor of the whirling in rags. With binoculars, you would see a young woman's shape move behind the glass, her limbs long and slender.
Your campfire?
Warm his hands before pulling the trigger? Perhaps, but anyone could have made this.
Yeah, fair.
Truthfully, this seems like a very poor choice to take a 1.2 kilometer rifle shot from. Visibility is awful. There's water vapor everywhere. I think we can rule out...
What about if they climbed it?
It's not possible to climb that ladder. And even if...
How do you know?
Why? There's no platform up there to aim from.
Okay. Fine, Lieutenant. Just remember you're our subordinate. Or not. We actually don't really know. Save. Quick save, rather. Okay, let's see.
An old door, worn by...
Very low. Okay. Well, let's, not even check. Try. Guessing if we tried, the handle would break off or something. The last one was... Ah. Over here somewhere? Ah.
This trap's not too hard to spot, once you know what to look for.
Look around.
Forlornly toward the sand. Some tufts have been crushed. The broken stalks seem like a rebuke. The constant, distant song, louder on this part of the coast, nearer somehow. And there's that cold again. Always the nothing but locusts in this trap.
Empty as all of them. One more of these and we're done.
Getting tired?
No, I'm fine. I didn't mean to complain, it's just...
Oop, oop.
This is it. The scene of the party. The fire pit. Cigarettes and empty bottles all evidence it.
You don't mean a scene of a crime?
Not as such. I'm talking about what came after the party scene.
Yeah, it sure does look like a lot of folks partied here.
Looks like they were here a while, judging from all the bottles. The sunken motor carriage provided them a focal point, like a goose ice sculpture or a chocolate fountain.
Hey Cam, looks like we have a couple party goers here.
Looks like it.
Like they had a... wait, this was a kind of theater to them, a circus production by a great clown.
Hey, let's keep moving, detective.
Somehow, he doesn't want to do it.
Oh. Okay, weird. So what, we've checked out Boardwalk, yeah. We need to check that out still. Huh. We'll check this last one, then call it for today.
This is the last of the traps. The one Morel just set. Checking the reeds by the abandoned campsite hiss and shake in the lazily fall. The later it gets, the colder. Remnants of the camp. The trap feels light and silent as you pick it up. Something is different here. No locust. No phasmid either. But still.
Look closer still.
Well, the bait worked on something. This doesn't mean it was a reed monster, though. Unless you see one in there, I just see an empty trap.
What if it was a phasmid? What if it ate them and got out?
Right. Anyway, that's for the cryptozoologists to figure out now. We are not cryptozoologists. We are cops.
A cold gust of air dries your sweaty face, and you look to the dark shadow, the felled building in the distance, drawing you to it. What a strange sensation. Once this is done, should you try to ask again? The reeds by the later it gets.
Interesting. Gotta be a way into this building. Know it.
You see,
Well, whatever. It's been 3 hours. We made good progress. We're pretty happy with everything. So yeah, we're gonna head out. We'll be playing more of this tomorrow. Yeah. Bye. Love y'all. That's not right. Oh no. Alright. Guess we'll raid too. Doop. Doop. Goodbye.